Is God omnipotent? And is that even logical? As is well known, God can do all that can be done, and Matthew 19:26 and other verses make this rather clear. Omnipotence paradox is one argument that tries to contradict an omnipotent God. This supposed paradox states that if God was omnipotent, he could do what is illogical, such as creating such a large boulder that not even he could lift. The obvious problem with this claim is this is not what a Christian actually means when they say God is omnipotent. We see that God can do all that is illogical. Just as God could not make a square with no sides, he could not make a boulder so large that he could not lift. It's a logical contradiction that makes his claim incoherent. Some argue this correction is ad hoc, for definitionally, omnipotence is the ability to do everything. However, this is just an appeal to definition. This is a logical fallacy where a person uses the limited definition of a term found in a dictionary and uses it as evidence that the term cannot have another meaning or an expanded meaning. As Aquinas writes, therefore, everything that does not imply a contradiction in terms is numbered amongst the possible things in respect to which God is called omnipotent, whereas whatever implies a contradiction does not come within the scope of practice of omnipotence. Because it cannot have the aspect of possibility, hence it's better to say that these things cannot be done than that God cannot do them, nor is it contrary to the word of the angel saying, no word shall be impossible with God. For whatever implies a contradiction cannot be a word, because no intellect can possibly conceive such a thing. We're not saying that God cannot do all, even illogical. Rather, we argue that God can do all that can be done. Augustine also wrote, but surely he is called omnipotent, though he can neither die nor fall into error, for he is called omnipotent on account of his doing what he wills, not on account of his suffering what he wills not. For if that should befall him, he would by no means be omnipotent. Wherefore, he cannot do some things for the very reason that he is omnipotent.